Hey guys, if anybody is here, feel free to leave a comment. We are live. And I'm just gonna play around with stuff because it's showing me 0 viewers. But if you're here, say hi. Oh, 4 viewers. Hi guys. So I'm just going to be doing laundry and you guys can ask questions. I figure this would just be really low key. I have not done a stream before, so I'm really excited to see you guys. Let's see. Now I need to figure out how to see what you guys are saying. Hey, Jackie. Hey, the stressed mom. Hi, how's it going? So yeah, I'm just hanging out. I'm gonna try and have these 2 windows together. There we go. Perfect. So now I can see all of your comments. Dama, how are you? I'm doing good. I am just over here, folding the towels, putting all the still have Christmas stuff out. I'm just gonna go ahead and admit that to you guys right now. Hi from Cali. Oh, yay. Yay for breaks from work. I'm on a break from work too. I work from home, so I kind of have to schedule that out. But what do you do for work, Jackie? Yeah, oh, this is definitely a Halloween towel. I'm failing at putting away my holiday decorations, apparently. I just folded a Christmas one, and that was a Halloween one. Paraprofessional. Oh, awesome. Sounds like a good time. And Dama, my little ones, they are sick right now. They have this gross, croupy cough. I think I'm getting it. You can probably hear it in my voice a little bit. I'm a little raspy. But yeah, they're sick right now. Other than that, they're doing pretty good. We're trying to get my 2-year-old to not take a nap anymore because when he takes naps, he is up until 10. That's just not really working. And my 10-year-old, my daughter, we just bought her some new chapter books, so she's happy with that. So things are good. Thanks for asking. I know, me too. It's so sad. And it was miserable because last night, my 2-year-old and I slept on the couch because I get up earlier than my husband gets up. And so it had just been kind of like a cycle where, because our 2-year-old is still in our bed, it had been this cycle where Harrison would cough and then Brian, my husband, would wake up, and Brian, it takes him a long time to kind of get back to sleep. He's tossing and turning. And so then I'm awake that entire time. And yeah, so I was like, I'm just going to sleep with him on the couch and I hope that maybe somebody will get some sleep. Oh, have a good time in those IEPs. What time do I usually get up? My alarm is set for 6:23, which is a super specific time, I guess. But I like to get out of bed and moving by 6:35. So yeah, we are up early because my 8-year-old, no, she's not 8, she's definitely 10. My 10-year-old is in 4th grade, and so I do the school drop off and all that stuff. So yeah, and I'm just more of a morning person, I guess, than my husband. He is a sleeper. He likes to sleep. So yeah, I figured I would just take you guys along on my laundry journey today. And I know we're having a small group today. There's only about 7 of you guys viewing, but This is my first live stream. And I just didn't have time to put up a video, honestly, yesterday. My semester at work has ended. And so that means there's a lot of like behind the scenes teacher stuff that I've been doing. And it's just been taking up so much of my time. So I have a bunch of stuff recorded, but I don't have anything edited. So I'm going to edit tonight and get a lot of stuff up and scheduled and ready to go for you guys. If you have any requests, also feel free to leave them in the chat box and I will put them in my notes. If there's anything that you have been wanting to see or like searching for on YouTube that, you know, stuff that I do, like mom stuff, body positivity stuff, planner stuff, any of that stuff, feel free to just pop that in the chat pod or just put it in the live chat and I will definitely put that in my notes because I absolutely love it when you guys give me requests. That's my favorite. And yeah, if you have any other questions, feel free to put them in there. Otherwise, I will just keep rambling because that's what I do. Does anybody have any crazy cold weather right now? I've heard that all over the East Coast it's just super cold right now. Saw some new people come in. We have 9 viewers. So feel free to say hi if you are watching. You're a NICU nurse. So my daughter was only actually in the NICU for 10 days. We were super, super lucky with her. Hi, how's it going? But yeah, she was only in the NICU for 10 days. She was 4 pounds, 6 ounces when she was born. And she was like 33 weeks when she was born. She never had to have a ventilator or anything. She was on oxygen for a little bit. And then she had the feeding tube that went up her nose and down for a little bit until she got her sucking reflex. But yeah, she was a tough little kid and she definitely still is. She's feisty. My 10-year-old is definitely very feisty. So yeah, she was a fighter. Hi. Thanks for popping in. I'm just folding laundry and we're just chatting about my oldest. We were talking about how she was in the NICU. She was a little preemie baby. But I have a soft spot in my heart, Kristen, for NICU nurses because our NICU team was incredible. So hats off to you. And yeah, we're just doing it's going to be a low key. I'm just doing laundry. If you guys have questions, feel free to pop them in the chat and I will answer them. Or if you have anything you just want to talk about, we can do that. I asked if anybody is on the East Coast at any of that cold weather or if that is still hanging around. I haven't been as up to date on the news as I should be. So I don't know if that's still hanging around. I haven't seen. Hi, thanks for popping in, Carrie. I am 31. I turned 32 in August. How old are you, Cheesy Chip? SoCal, yeah, I would expect that it's warm in Southern California. That's awesome. It is rainy and cloudy in Portland. I have actually lights in front of me right now because it would be really dark if I did not have any lighting. Yeah, because I usually just use natural light to film these things or to film anything, but yeah, it's not working today. There is no natural light because it's so overcast. But that's something that I love about Portland. I love the rain. You wish you had a real winter. Yeah, we had some snow. It's so random. We never get snow on Christmas and we had snow on Christmas Eve and it stayed till like the day after Christmas. So my kiddos were so excited that we had a white Christmas this year. But that was about enough snow. I'm over the snow. Portlanders, we don't drive in the snow very well. 40 degrees in Georgia. You consider that warm this time of year? Yeah, that's about what it is in Portland here. Let me I'll pull up the weather. Let's see. What do we got going on? Yeah, it's 50 degrees here. Hey, Kristen. Was I addicted to watching YouTube before I started my channel? Actually, I was not super addicted to watching YouTube. My husband watched YouTube more than I did. And I actually got into YouTube when my littlest was born. And I started actually watching like diaper bag packing videos. And I was like, I love diaper bags. I love all kinds of bags. And so I actually started with diaper bag packing videos. And unfortunately, I had some issues with a photographer I used to work with, and she was going to charge me an insane amount of money to have her photos in an intro that I used on those videos. And so I had to pull them down except for one. So I have one of my diaper bag packing videos still up, but that is how I got into YouTube. That's a good question. Yeah, Georgians can't handle snow either. We cannot drive in snow. If there's like a dusting of snow, Portland cancels schools. It's crazy. I have some friends who live here that are from back east, and they just laugh at us. Oh, and hey, from Texas, no snow, 60 degrees. 60 sounds about right for this time of year, right? I'm ready for spring. Is anybody else just ready for spring? I just want, I don't know, a little bit warmer weather, I think I'm ready for, or to not have to turn on the heat as much. Oh, 1 second, I need to grab the charger for this computer because it's gonna die. I am 100% not prepared today. Okay, now we're not gonna die, we're good. Summer, oh man. I like summer because I'm a teacher, right? And so I am off of school and I get to hang out with my kiddos, but summer weather, man, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of it being super hot. 74 right now. Yeah, that sounds good. I'd take 74. That's even a little bit warm though. I like 75 or like 60 something and overcast is probably okay. Spring and summer, yeah. Oh, I don't know. I just hate hot weather. And in Portland, not a lot of people have like air conditioning or central air because it's only hot enough for that for like a month, maybe 2 out of the year. So we don't have air conditioning. And so we just use our basement as air conditioning. And I hate being hot. I hate the nights when it's hot. It sucks. I do like, yeah, I love fall. Fall is my favorite. We got married in October, so I definitely love fall. England, awesome. That's really cool. Whereabouts in England are you from? And it's cold there? I studied abroad in England in the UK in 2007, just before my daughter was born. And we lived in London and kind of traveled all over. Summer's bad in Texas. That's what I've heard. Ooh, I'll not visit Texas in the summer. I've heard that Texas in the winter, though, is nice. And some areas even get like snow and wintry weather. Yeah, we're October 10th. We did 10-10-10 is our wedding anniversary. So figured that's easy enough that my husband won't forget it. It's a good time. And I just like Halloween. Halloween is a lot of fun. And then my daughter's birthday is November 17th. So fall is fun for us. You get some snow, maybe. That's pretty cool. I don't know. I only like a little bit of snow. Like I like to see the snow, but then I want it to go away because I'm serious. Portland shuts down when there's snow. It totally completely shuts down. Yeah, it is awesome because I don't have to go anywhere. Like I don't have to drive in it, but for people who do have to go to work and try to get around in the snow, like I swear Portland people are just like they can't. Oh yeah, your youngest is 16. I've noticed that as my daughter's getting older. She is 10 this year, and for a couple of years I haven't been able to like help her select her costume anymore. But I always tell kids that I will give them candy if they show up at my door with a costume on. I don't care how old they are. If they put the effort into making a costume, I'll give them candy. Oh yeah, that's awesome. We are a year apart, a year and a month. Yeah, I don't know, favorite holiday. I really do like Halloween. I like a lot of things about Christmas. I love Christmas because I like decorating and that kind of thing. And I don't know, I like Christmas with kids. It's a lot of fun because I like watching them like open their gifts and like do all the things. But yeah, I like all the winter holidays, I guess. And I guess all the holidays have good things. Valentine's Day is not really my jam because I think it's kind of commercial, but we don't really celebrate it. We love on each other all the other days. Christmas is your favorite. Yes, Christmas is good. Seriously, it's the best with kids. Like Christmas is just the best with kids. And I like a lot of I don't know, the events that are around Christmas. Like Portland has a lot of fun things. Like there's a street here that does like a lot of Christmas lights. It's called Peacock Lane. And so we always go do that and we go and do like Christmas caroling and I just love all of that stuff around Christmas time. But I also like, around Halloween going to the pumpkin patch and going to the farm and all of that stuff. It's all fun. Holidays are a good time. We actually are planning our St. Patrick's Day dinner. My family is Irish, and so we plan like a big St. Patrick's Day dinner. And so that is a lot of fun. I really like that. Yeah, you like to do a lot of crafts. I like to work in my planner, but before I got into planning, I wasn't really like a crafty person. And I don't know if I would consider myself like a crafty person or if I just like to plan. Because I just use stickers mostly. I'm not a person that can like draw in my planner or some of those bullet journal people. If you're a bullet journal person, I'm impressed because that takes a lot of setup. Like you have to draw it all out and a lot of creativity. So I don't know. I am definitely a planner, but I'm definitely a sticker planner for sure. What do I do with all the planners I buy? That is a wonderful question, and I get it all the time. So, to be honest with you, a lot of them I buy for video flip throughs and to show you guys because I get requests for people to see them. And then I either pass them on as gifts, I've given some away as giveaways. And then some of them just go back to the store. Like I will hold on to them for a little bit and see if I want to change out my current planner to any of those. But yeah, most of them don't end up staying here. Yeah, I do the stickers too. It makes it easier. It looks cute. It gives me a little bit of creativity and yeah, it doesn't take that much work. I don't feel like I have that much time, honestly, with working full time and with two kids and a husband and all the things and just life in general. I don't have time to do all of that. But hats off to all of you who do. It's awesome to watch. I love watching the bullet journal videos. Stickers and washi. I'm just not a big washi person. I keep trying it and I keep seeing people who love it, but I just have never used it very much. I used to use it a lot when I would get like the Etsy kits and I would use the bottom washi, or that came with the kit. So I guess that's not even washi, that's stickers. But yeah, I've never really used it. I have a ton of it. I have a lot of the seasonal ones. I got the seasonal pack from Michael's and then I bought some like Create 365 washi at the very beginning of when I started planning, but that's about it. And I like how it looks, but I don't know. I like the Mambi spreads, especially the seasonal planner that I'm in. It definitely coordinates, and I like to leave that all there. So I like to keep my spread all coordinated with what's on the page. So I guess maybe that's why I don't use washi too much. And the oh my goodness, Everyday Essentials planner that I have, it has like the thin, like separating line between the boxes, so there's not really a ton of room for washi. And I usually just cover it up because I do kind of like a plan as I go style. But yeah, that's that. A lot of my planner people are here. Who is excited about all of the new stuff that's coming out? Has anybody seen all the live streams that Stephanie's been doing? From, what was that, the Pinners Conference? Was that what that one was? It's hard to keep it all together, keep track of them all. But yeah, I'm excited. Those new sticker books, I cannot wait for those to come out. And I know a ton of you guys have been leaving comments on my videos, and I've been terrible at getting back to them lately. So, oh, right, in the UK, there's not a good UK distributor. I have noticed that as well. And I know that Stephanie has been talking about it, like talking about UK distributors and that kind of thing, but I don't know. Oh, the Pinners is in September. Which one were they just at? Does anybody know? There was a big conference where she just like showcased a bunch of the new sticker books and stuff that are coming out. And I think the Go Wild is coming up. I swear I like these things and I follow these things, but I've never gone. There's just not anything that's super close over here on the West Coast or, you know, upper West Coast. And I don't travel very well. To be real, I kind of am afraid of flying. I don't really like flying. So I don't travel very well. So I try to avoid it at all costs. I like to travel and I like the idea of traveling and I like the, you know, the idea of when I get there and when I would, you know, be on vacation, but the whole prep and flying, I just don't do very well. Yeah, I don't really like it. I don't know. I have to fly sometimes. Like last summer, I flew for work. We went to like a teachers conference in Colorado, and it was only like a 2-hour flight, and I had to have wine on the plane to like get through the whole thing. You've never been on a plane. I think it's something everyone should experience at least once. But if you're not really afraid of heights, it might be all right. But I've always been afraid of heights. Like I don't even really like to get on ladders. Yes, the Planner Girl line. Hopefully, can you find it like on eBay or something, or is it just ridiculous with like shipping and what people are trying to charge? That's true, driving. One of the vacations that I would like to go on is like somewhere tropical, so driving might not be an option. I don't know. And I thought about driving. There's a YouTube conference coming up in the spring called CVX Live, and I thought about driving over to Utah to get there, but I don't know. I don't know if I can pull it in the budget this year. There's also one called Vlogger Fair that's in Seattle that I might try to go to. We'll see. I feel like I should start going to these things. It looks like there's just a couple of you guys left. Only 3 folks are hanging out. But thanks for hanging in, you guys. Thanks for being here. And I think I might do lives more often. PlannerCon. Where's PlannerCon located, Jamie? Shipping and double the price of the planner. That's ridiculous. Why do people do that? It's not cool. I've purchased stuff for people before, and I've just kind of, you know, told them that they can pay for the price of the planner, but no, that's lame. But this is going well. I feel like you guys are I feel like this is fun, and I feel like maybe we should do more lives. This would be cool. Gotcha. So it's in California. Last year was in Atlanta for PlannerCon. I've heard really good things about that. That's another thing though, like, I don't know, this is going to make me sound really boring, but I like to just be home. I kind of hate things that are big and crowded. Even when I take my kids to, like, we have a science museum and I took them to that over the weekend, and man, it just makes my anxiety like go through the roof trying to navigate around and then wondering where my toddler is. That kid is a runner. Does anybody have a toddler or have had a toddler that is a runner? Harrison just takes off. And so that just freaks me out. And then, being away from my kids, that's another consideration too. And thanks to all of you guys who asked questions for my Q&A. I did a Q&A recently and I got a lot of questions from you guys. So thank you so much. It means the world to me that you guys are all so invested in our lives and care so much to ask questions. I just love that. That's one of my favorite things about YouTube. Yeah, I don't know. Big crowds are just not my jam. They never really have been. I've always been kind of a homebody. I think that's why work from home works so well for me. A lot of people wonder, like, they ask me if I go crazy not being around people and stuff, but it actually works better for me, I think, like being able to be in my own space. Yeah, he runs. I have a friend who has a son that has autism, and yeah, I've heard stories like that as well. One of your kids used to be a runner. I swear, my daughter was like afraid to leave my side, and my son, he's like, he won't stay next to me. And that's mostly when he gets tired, I think, is when that happens. Oh my gosh. Yeah, really, my son is really friendly too. My daughter wasn't really ever that friendly. She had like stranger danger, I think. But my son is really social. So I always get nervous that like he'll end up in somebody else's lap or holding somebody else's hand. But that's, I guess, just mom worry for sure. Well, no, I'm gonna have to pop out shortly because I am streaming this on my lunch break. So I'm gonna have to pop back out in a little bit. Probably we'll go like 15 more minutes. We'll make this one a shorter one, and then maybe I'll hang around for a longer one next time. And I took, before I go though, I need to talk to you guys about my health journey that I've been on. I'm so excited today. So I took like a before picture before I started everything when I was like super full, I guess. Oh, bye, Barbara. Thanks for coming in. Oh, Jamie, yes. Okay, we'll pause the health journey conversation. And Jamie, yes, I teach from home. I work in a virtual setting. So what that means is that our school is all online, and yeah, so I teach from home. So our classroom looks a little bit like this, like chat room that we're in right now. Like I can be on webcam with my students and they can chat back to me. We do a lot of phone calls with students. Yeah, it's a really good time. I love it. It takes a lot of the stress that I had at my other teaching jobs out of teaching. And I feel I don't know. I just really like it. It's a really good fit for me. Yeah, it's awesome. And it's a really good fit for a lot of students too. Like we have a lot of traveling athletes. And I have heard of VIP Kid. Isn't that the one where you can like work as many hours or as few hours as you want to? But yeah, we have a lot of traveling athletes. We have students who have like social anxiety, who would prefer not to be in school with a bunch of other students, but who still do well. Oh, a coffee chat. I would love to do a coffee chat. Oh, you're still here. Yay, I'm glad you stayed. But yeah, we have a lot. I think our school serves a lot of students that maybe are underserved at other schools. Tips on weaning. Oh man. Okay, so the Band-Aids worked for me, and I feel like I didn't think they were going to work at first. Yeah, so the Band-Aids worked really well for me, but I don't know, other weaning tips. I think you just have to really commit to doing it. And I hated that part. Like, I had heard these stories from other moms who were like, yeah, my kid just self-weaned and it was this gorgeous, beautiful process and I loved it and all of the things. But I think you kind of, if you're gonna wean your child and it's gonna be self-motivated or mom motivated rather than like baby led, I think you just have to really commit and you just have to tell them no. And I think the first few nights are going to be hard. I think after 2 or right around 2 is easier because they're a little bit more rational. At least that's what I noticed with my son. I think if I had tried to wean him closer to like 12 months or something, or even like mid, between 1 and 2, I think it would have been harder because he wasn't like as rational. He couldn't really understand what was going on, but I was able to actually talk with him. Other things that we did was I let him have like a lovey. So let's see if I can find one. I might even have one here. We just used the Aiden and Anai blankets. So this is just one that he really likes. And I would just kind of lay it over my shoulder and then snuggle him instead of letting him nurse. And so this was kind of like the replacement for nursing. And I showed him that we were still going to have cuddles and loves and just was really affectionate with him. So those are the things that worked for us. But I think that you just have to be kind of firm about it. And I think there is going to be a hard stage. I know it made me feel so guilty too. It was really hard, but sometimes it's even good to have dad like help out in the nighttime, or your partner, whoever is home with you. And maybe they can take a turn. That's what I had to do sometimes too. I had to kind of hand him over or let my husband take the middle of the night part, because it definitely broke my mom heart to hear Harrison whining and crying. But I hate to say this because I loved breastfeeding, but it felt like I was free when I weaned him because we had nursed for so long and he was like a nursing addict. I swear he was like addicted to nursing, and he would start nursing anytime he was like sad or upset, or anytime he just wanted to be held. He felt like he had to nurse. And I almost felt like it was worse than newborn nursing. Well, not worse, but it was more intense than newborn nursing because he was just always on me and he was big and kicking and all of the things. And so I just got to a point where I was done. And I think that that's okay. If you get to a point where you're just done, I think that's great. So I think you're going to do great. And if you ever need support, you could send me an email or a direct message over on Facebook or Instagram or something, and I'll definitely help where I can. But those are the things that helped us or that worked for us. Does she have like a lovey that she likes? Does she like a stuffed animal or a blanket? Something else I've also heard from moms as well is that they can transition to a bottle or like a cup with breast milk. Sometimes that makes the transition easier. Does your kiddo take a bottle or will she take a cup with milk in it? Have you tried that? Yeah, those are all things that have helped us. But weaning is hard, especially if your kiddo doesn't initiate it, if they just kind of keep going. And hats off to moms who nurse their kids for extended past 2, like 3, 4, and 5, if that works for you, but that just wasn't working for us. So I just was ready. And I think that nursing is a relationship. And like any relationship, if one person is done with the relationship, then you have to kind of move on and find something else to, connect with. But I hope that answers your question. That was really long. Well, hello. Thanks for popping in from Pakistan. And yeah, part-time teaching, Kristen, back up to your question. Yeah, I thought VIP kid or something like that would be good in the summer if I wanted to work, but honestly, I've just been enjoying my summers. And if you see me kind of looking all over, like my camera is up here, but my computer is at like a weird angle. So I'm trying to figure out how to not look at myself down here and look up at you guys. So welcome to my first live stream where I'm trying to figure out everything and you guys are my guinea pigs. No, Pakistan, yeah, let's see. So I have a message held for review. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, so I just had a message that was held for review. It was someone's channel that you were spamming in my chat box. If you could not do that, that would be great. Otherwise, I'm going to have to block you. Question, your grandson has been in the early learning center. This is his 2nd year. Next school, he's supposed to go to regular school, and we're scared because he has special needs. So let's see. Let's see. What do I suggest? All right. Well, thanks for staying up, Carrie. It's good to see you. So let me see if I understand your question, Barbara. So your grandson has special needs, and now he's transitioning to kindergarten with special needs. And are you asking for suggestions of how to make that transition easier, or what kind of suggestions are you looking for? And I can give you some suggestions, but I am not a special ed teacher, so I can't really speak from that. Let's see. He has autism. We already covered that. I'm just going to call you Khan because I don't know how to pronounce your first name. I am 31. Your grandson has autism. Something I would actually suggest is checking out a good friend of mine. Her channel is, they're the Landing Crew. I was going to say her old channel name, but they're called the Landing Crew. And she has a 10-year-old son with autism and then a 2-year-old that is currently in eval process with autism. And she's great. So their channel is called the Landing Crew. And I would check them out first if you need autism resources. And then, oh goodness, now we're gonna have to block you. Sorry, bro. Let's see. You're thinking of homeschooling? Yeah, that's what my friend does. She homeschools her son, and she actually homeschools all of her kids. Sorry, I'm having to block this person. Yeah, homeschooling. So, and again, you can watch her vlogs and see what she does. She shows her son in the homeschooling and talks about homeschooling her son with autism and all of that stuff. But it's not a bad route to go, honestly, if you are nervous about services that he's going to receive. But first, I don't know, I am always a public education advocate because that's what I've always worked in and that's what I know. I've never taught my kids at home. I do know that public charter schools like mine that are virtual are really good for kids. And my program actually goes from kindergarten all the way through high school. So it's really good for kids with special needs, I think, because they get used to the teachers, they're used to the environment, they know how it works. And it's different than homeschooling because it kind of takes the pressure off of parents almost. So the parents are there to like support their learning, but they don't actually have to do the instruction. The students still get to meet with it like a certified teacher and that kind of thing. And if you want to know more about it, Barbara, I can message you the name of the school that I work for. We are a nationwide school. Mine is located in Oregon, but so yeah, that's something that I would say might be something to look into. And yeah, maybe just communicating with the school district, seeing what services they can offer, and just making sure that you're kind of checking in with him and making sure that his needs are all being met. That's the best thing that you can do. And I think that you'll know what the right fit is, what the right fit is for him. And I mentioned that I'm on Health Journey and that I started, yeah, so I'm doing like a modified low carb thing. And it's going really well. I feel a lot better. I haven't stepped on a scale or done any measurements or anything like that because I'm just not really ready to do that. But I've been eating better. So I've been eating more green things. I've been trying to have more salads and all of that. And I took like a before and after picture and I could see like a noticeable difference in the picture. So I feel really good about that. I don't know if it's just water weight or what. I also had on like loose pajama pants, so I don't know if that makes a difference, but I feel good. I feel like I'm going to be able to be more active this summer, and that is definitely my goal. So yeah, I'm excited about it. And you're welcome, Barbara. Thanks for asking. I love it when people ask me education questions. Yeah, I'll send you an email. I'll save your email right now, and I will send that to you as soon as this is done. And I'm going to pop out of here in about 10 minutes. I do have to get back into, checking in with my students as well. But I will have a regularly scheduled video for you guys tomorrow as well. They'll be up at 7:30 in the morning Pacific time. That's when I've been scheduling them. And should be a planner video. Oh, no, wait. It's not going to be a planner video because the recollections one went up. It's going to be a mom video. And I do have some story times coming up. What else do I have coming up that you guys will like? I have a what I eat in a day coming up, and it's like a what I eat in a day low carb because that's what I'm doing. What else? What other good stuff do I have coming up? I have to look at my schedule, but I'm excited about this time. Yeah, thank you. You too, Barbara. I have some other videos talking about like my different feelings about pregnancy, that kind of thing. I have some trying to conceive videos that people have requested that are coming up, and just a lot of fun planner stuff coming up. What type of degree? I just have a teaching license, and because I'm a secondary teacher, I have a master's degree. So I have my bachelor's degree in English, which is what I'm actually licensed to teach. And then I have a master's in teaching or a master's in education. And then in Oregon, you have to have like a separate teaching license. So every state is different with what they require for teachers, whether it's a bachelor's or a master's or a different teaching license or all of that. So just check in with your state if you're interested in learning about getting into the education field. But yeah, that's what I did. And so I got pregnant with my daughter in my last semester of my bachelor's degree. And so I took, how long did I take off? It was like a year off after I finished my bachelor's. And then I did a part-time teaching or a part-time master's in teaching program that was like night classes. So my husband and I could like take turns. Like I would be home with her in the day. He would be home with her in the night because he was working. And then I got my teaching license in 2011. I subbed, and then I got a full-time job in an alternative school. And then I left there when Harrison was about a year or a little under a year. And I've been with the virtual school this is my second school year with them, and I love it. All right, we will talk soon. Thanks again for being here, Barbara. I don't know if you are hanging out or if you're going to pop out. And I just kind of looked over at the video and you can see like behind me how dark it is. That's how dark it is right now without any lights on. And it's daytime. It's daytime hours. It's like 12:30 in the afternoon. But Portland has this like overcast. Is it raining? Let's see. It might be raining. It's definitely overcast. All right, guys. Well, I think I am going to wrap this up, and I am so happy that you guys were all here. If you liked my live stream, don't forget to thumbs it up so that I can do more of these. And then, yeah, just feel free to to hang tight or to pop in next time. I'm a little bit tired. I'm telling you, I'm like brain dead right now because it's the end of the semester and we've been doing so much work. Okay, you guys, I am out as well. I'm going to grab some lunch and get back to my students. But thanks again for coming. If this is your first time, I think you guys are all regular subscribers. But if this is your first time, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And if you are one of my regular subscribers, don't forget to hit the bell notification so that you know when I post. I've been trying to get all my videos up around 7:30 in the morning, but sometimes that doesn't happen. So you'll know when I post if you have your notifications on. So with that, you guys, by the way, have fun today.